जन प्राण करत सम्मान, भक्त जन प्राण करत सम्मान, निज मान त्यागी प्रतिज्ञा विसारी, निज मान त्यागी प्रतिज्ञा विसारी, गुण गाऊं मैं तुम्हारे मुरारी, गुण गाऊं मैं तुम्हारे मुरारी, गुण गाऊं मैं। लघु जन को है करत महान, लघु जन को है करत महान, नित वंदनाहि करूं मैं तुम्हारी, नित वंदनाहि करूं मैं तुम्हारी, गुण गाऊं मैं तुम्हारे मुरारी, गुण गाऊं मैं। सुनो दीन बंधो दीनती ये मेरी, सुनो दीन बंधो दीनती ये मेरी, पद प्रेम दीजो जाऊं बलिहारी, पद प्रेम दीजो जाऊं बलिहारी, गुण गाऊं मैं तुम्हारे मुरारी, गुण गाऊं मैं तुम्हारे मुरारी, गुण गाऊं मैं, गुण गाऊं मैं, गुण गाऊं मैं।
Hari Om. We'll start with our 3 Oms
मन
and Gita Dhyanam. प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं
कृष्णं
वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोण तथा जयद्रथजला गान्धारिणी लोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोतीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारत पङ्कजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसेनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। अथ षोडशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच अभयं सत्त्वसंशुद्धिः ज्ञानयोगव्यवस्थितिः दानं दमश्च यज्ञश्च स्वाध्यायस्तपार्जवम् अहिंसा सत्यमक्रोधः त्यागः शान्तिरपैशुनम् दया भूतेष्वलो लुप्त्वम् मार्दवम् ह्रीरचापलम् तेजः क्षमा धृतिः शौचम् अद्रोहो नातिमानिता भवन्ति सम्पदं दैवीम् अभिजातस्य भारत दम्भो दर्पोऽभिमानश्च क्रोधः पारुष्यमेव च अज्ञानं चाभिजातस्य पार्थ सम्पदमासुरी दैवी सम्पद्विमोक्षाय निबन्धायासुरीमता मा शुचः सम्पदं दैवीम् अभिजातोऽसि पाण्डव द्वौ भूतसर्गौ लोकेऽस्मिन् दैव आसुर एव च दैवो विस्तरशः प्रोक्त आसुरं पार्थ मे शृणु प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च जना न विदुरासुराः न शौचं नापि चाचारः न सत्यं तेषु विद्यते असत्यमप्रतिष्ठं ते जगदाहुरनीश्वरम् अपरस्परसम्भूतं किमन्यत् कामहेतुकम् एतां दृष्टिमवष्टभ्य नष्टात्मानोपबुद्धयः प्रभवन्त्युग्रकर्माणः क्षयाय जगतो हिताः काममाश्रित्य दुष्पूरम् दम्भमानमदान्विताः मोहात् गृहीत्वा सद्ग्राहान् प्रवर्तन्ते शुचिव्रताः चिन्तामपरिमेयां च प्रलयान्त्यामुपाश्रिताः कामोपभोगपरमा एतावदिति निश्चिताः आशापाशशतैर्बद्धाः कामक्रोधपरायणाः ईहन्ते कामभोगार्थम् अन्यायेनार्थसञ्चयान्.
Hari Om, and welcome everyone to the final evening of this first Gyan Yajna after a long time. I think all of us who've been here this week, this has been a very timely reminder of what's right and what's wrong. And it should help refocus our efforts in ensuring that our behavior is towards right action. I think we can only hope that Swamiji comes back very soon to help us refocus again, because I know we all tend to drift over time. A few thanks for this evening. First of all, very many thanks to Meena Dev and family for your generous support for the entire week. And for today's sponsors, Shri Umesh Rao, Kanchan Tripati, Monica Sharma, Jayashri Javali, and Maheshwari and Vinay. Everyone who's here, could I ask you to please come up and light the lamp? And Swaminiji, if you could please light the lamp for those of us who are joining online. Thank you.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahmavidvaram Manojavam Marudhatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayutamukhyam Sri Ramadutam Sirasa Namami Santoshini Jaganmata Mama Saubhagya Vriddhaye Namaskaromi Satya Tvam Prasanna Varada Bhava Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kridau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jnanaika Nirmalaya Prashandaya Dakshinamuktaye Namaha Satchitananda Rupaya Vishwotpattyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha Nilambujasyamalakomalangam Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Panau Mahasayaka Charuchapam Namami Ramam Raghuvamsanatham Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. So we have been seeing the asuric tendencies. So in the 16th chapter, only two types of people Bhagavan gives description. One is the divine person, divine qualities. Another is asuric qualities. I explained to you what is asura means. Asusu Vishayeshu Ramante iti asuraha. The one who revels in sense pleasures all the time. He has no other higher thought in his life, higher goal or purpose to inspire himself. A person live at the level of flesh. That person is called asuraha. So we have seen up to the 20th verse. Asurim yonimapanna mudha janmani janmani mam aprapyeva kaunteya tato yantathamam yantyatamam gatim. So such people who follow asuric tendencies, Bhagavan says, I will put them in the lower yonis. They become asuras. And even though Bhagavan say that, but Bhagavan also compassionate. You can see that from Jaya Vijaya stories. So in Bhagavatam, the story is there. I hope you all know. Jaya and Vijaya, they were Dwarapalakas of Bhagavan Vishnu. Jaya means Indriya Jayam. Vijaya means Mano Vijayam. So the one who conquered the senses, one who conquered the mind, these are the two people. Unless you conquer your senses or your mind, you cannot be closer to the Lord. So these Jaya Vijaya, but then what happens? When you have certain powers, our ego also increases. I can control my senses. I can control my mind. This pride comes, and that is why they were cursed and by the rishis. And after cursing them, the Sanat Kumaras came, they stopped them entry to Bhagavan's chamber. And Bhagavan has given an open invitation to all Mahatmas. They can come anytime without any restrictions. That was the instruction. But they didn't follow that. And when the curse happened, Bhagavan appeared there, and this Sanat Kumaras felt very bad, because you go to somebody's house, the servant misbehave, and you dismiss the servant. It is the duty of the master of the house. But here they themselves dismissed them. They felt very bad. Oh Lord, we made a mistake. We also got angry. In Vaikuntha, you are not supposed to get angry. But we also got angry. So let it not happen. Let it reverse the curse. Bhagavan said, no, it is all prompted by me. And they need this treatment. So they all cursed to be asuras, rakshasas actually. And but then you see his compassion, Bhagavan's compassion. He said, I will take, they are taking 3 births, I will take 4 births. And I will bring them back. So he himself goes and bring him back. And Sanat Kumaras also felt very bad. So, oh Lord, I will also take birth and remind them of your glory. That is why in Ravana's time, Vibhishana is said to be Sanat Kumara. I will remind them, and Prahlada also. Prahlada also reminded Hiranyakashipu the glory of Lord, and he could see clearly. So, even though, that is why all our narakas, they said it is all correction center. They are not permanent. There is no eternal hell for us or eternal heaven. Heaven also, Chine Punye Matyalogam Vishanti. Once you exhaust your punyas, you will come back to same place. So when a jiva go through all these lives, he purify himself. Naraka is only for human beings. Naraka means hell. Hell is only for human beings. Animals don't have. Animals already in Naraka. So but all our narakas are temporary. So there is nothing like I said, going to jail. Jail is not permanent. According to the different papas. So it is. So asurim yoni mapanna mutha janmani mama prapyeva kaunteya tato yantyatamam gadim. So if they live like this, what happened? Again and again, they are born in the same temperament. Then what happened? They go far, far away from me. They will not come to me. Now, continuing, this much we saw so far. Now, it is not something like Bhagavan is punishing. It is something like if you don't study well, you fail. If you continue that way, you become a dropout. But change your attitude, you can score high. This is the idea. Now continuing. Trivitham narakasyedam.
Trividham narakasyedam.
Dvaram nasanamatmanaha.
Dvaram nasanamatmanaha.
Kama krodhastatha lobhaha.
Kama krodhastatha lobhaha.
Tasmadetattrayam tyajet.
Tasmadetattrayam tyajet.
This is one of the famous verse in Bhagavad Gita. Trivitham naragasyetam dwaram. So, the highway to hell. There are 3 lanes are there, it seems. 3-laned highway, freeway. What are they? Kamaha, Krotaha, Tatha, Lobha. So, Kama, Bhagavan have been talking about Kama. And in 3rd chapter also, Bhagavan said, Kamayesha Krodhayesha Rajoguda Samutbhavaha Mahashano Mahapatma Viddhena Iha Vairinam. So, there Bhagavan gives answering Vinod's question yesterday. What is the remedy? So, Bhagavan has given the remedy in actually 3rd chapter. Tasmat tum indriyanyato niyamya bharadarshapha. So, this particular commentary, you should listen to our Gurudev. He says, this Kama and Krodha, Kamayesha, Krodhayesha, Rajoguna Samutpravaha, Mahashanaha, Mahapatma. So, means what? Great appetite. Desire has got great appetite. It never gets satiated, whatever your condition is. You never say enough. That is the nature of Kama. Krodha make you do papa karmas. At that particular moment, you lose yourself and you don't know what you are doing. So, when you get angry, then the father-in-law is the only daughter and all the wealth of father-in-law is mine. That thought he will lose that thought and immediately he will give a kick, then that happens. That is the nature of this Krodha. Mahapatma, make you do papa karmas. Because at that time you don't care what happens. You just want to give him back. That is all. So this Krodha is also calamitous. So Bhagavan said these are the 2 enemies in your life. The enemies are not outside. Enemies are within ourselves. And this, if you are able to Trividham Naragassedam Dvaram Nashanamatmanaha Kama Krodha Tatha Lobhaha Tasmat Edatrayam Tejet. Bhagavan gave advice, therefore these 3 you give up. Now we have to think about it. Is it possible to give up? See, the problem is desire also, there are 2 kinds. One is we are born with, that is called vasanas. And another is picked up desire. Now picked up desire is what? Now modern time, you see so many things, advertisement, the electronics, So this is what you call, even cell phone also, they have different models. So the new things, car also you see, there are so many new things are coming. Then what happened? You develop desire for it. When you see something, you develop desire for it. That is called picked up desire. These picked up desires are easy to give up because of circumstances, financial condition, or you can always say it is not necessary. You can give up. But the desire that you are born with, that is vasanas, how do we get out of it? This also Bhagavan gives us method in second chapter, Siddha Prajna portion. Tayoho vashamna agache tauhasya paripanthinau. Second chapter Bhagavan gives that. Indriyan indriyateshu vartanda iti dharayanna tayoho vashamna agache tauhasya paripanthinau. He says, these desires, because of our vasanas, it explode in the mind. Because it is not you, it is something that we have done before or developed before. It's a carry forward. When it explodes, that's why suddenly, you have a thought, faluda khayenge, oh, faluda khayenge, from where you got this desire? Suddenly it comes from nowhere. Now when that thought comes, what we should do is, tayoho vasanna agache tauhasya paripantino, Bhagavan said. You look at it and then you just keep quiet, that is all. Or another method is, oh Bhagavan, this thought has come. If you are a devotee of Lord, oh Lord, the thought has come. Now what I should do? I don't know. I offer to you. That is, for a devotee, it is easy. But if you are not a devotee, then what is the method? Look at it and don't do anything. Now, if you keep quiet, then what happens? You think that it will go? No, it will come back again. Second day it will come. The mind will remind you. Mind is very powerful. So it keeps reminding you. Every time it comes, you have to be alert. And you have to say, no, nothing doing. I am not going to do it. So this way, if you do 2-3 times, then mind will skip that. It is a phase. So this is how one should give up. So Bhagavan gave another method also. This Kamayesha, Krodhayesha, Rajoguna Samuttva, 3rd chapter towards the end, you will see that Rajoguna Samudbhavaha Mahashano Mahapatma Vidyena Ihamarinam Tasmatvam Indriyanyado Niyamya Bharadarshapha. As I was telling, this commentary, you should listen to Gurudev's commentary. It's a very interesting story he gives. That Prince Charles, he decided to visit India and return to, at that time, I don't know who was the Prime Minister, Indira Gandhi, I think. And Indian government also welcomed him. And the date was fixed and all that. And when the Udaipur, there was a Rani, queen. Now all the palaces are all converted into 5-star hotel now. The queen also said, in honor of Prince Charles, I will wear the most expensive, rare diamond necklace. That diamond necklace cost something like 3 crores or so many crores. And she wore that and took a picture no, newspaper people advertised very nicely. She is going to wear this in honor of Prince Charles. And Prince Charles was invited, and then he came to India, and then she also invited him. So he also said, okay, I will go. And her palace is now converted into 5-star hotel. So when a jewel thief, when he saw the advertisement and the picture, he also decided to steal this necklace. And he is also like a VIP, he has got very good influence, coated, booted, handsome looking young man. And he also somehow got invitation through his influence to attend this party. And Prince Charles came. It was a beautiful, reception. And then, in all the parties, there is a, happy hour, right? The small drinks will be served sometime, light drinks for the ladies and the hard drinks for the men. I heard nowadays it is other way around. So, because only after one peg only they become sober, you see. Until then they are very stiff. So the drinks were served, and along with what, that chatpat, something to snacks. That is also, the butlers were going around, and different varieties of snacks were served. And then afterward, the DJ announced that we will invite everybody for a dance, and he put on the most latest music. Indian, okay, not Western music, Indian music. Indian music also like Western only. Bollywood music he put. And then everybody started dancing with their pair, husband and wife. Then Prince Charles invited the Queen to dance with him. And he took her hand and then started dancing. This jewel thief also noticed that, and slowly he advanced towards her. He had a companion, but he left her and then tapped at the back of the Prince Charles. That is an indication that he should move away. And then he took her hand, and they were dancing very nicely. Everybody saw they are dancing, and suddenly the light went off. 2 minutes. Then when the lights came up, she started screaming, "My necklace." Immediately the jewel thief took charge of the whole situation. Nobody should leave, everybody should be checked. Including me, you check me also. Why? He knows he doesn't have the necklace. He removed it so quickly, put it in his kerchief and threw it through the window. And there is an accomplice there. He received it. And he's already gone 5 miles away. Now they checked everybody. The policemen came, they checked, including Prince Charles, they checked. But they couldn't find it. Then finally the case came to the Inspector General of Police. And he started thinking that there are thieves who specialize in certain things. There are different kinds of thieves. Some are pickpocketers. Some take a truck and go to somebody's house and remove everything. TV, that and all. That is the one kind of thieves. Some people will only go, now in New Jersey and all that, they go with some kind of a detector. Only gold they take, nothing else. That kind of thieves are also there. So he found out that there is a specialized gang who is specialized in stealing diamond. He narrowed down to one particular gang, and the gang leader also he found out. Then he found out that he has got 3 abodes. One is his mother's house. Another is his wife's house. The third place is girlfriend's house. No, he's got a girlfriend also. So this policeman went in mufti, civil dress, pretending that Mumfali wala, and like vegetable vendors like this, and hiding their walkie-talkie. Then everybody reported, this is the mother's house. I don't see any movement. Over. Then the second one answered, this is the wife's house. I don't see any movement. Over. Then the third one, this is the girlfriend's house. I don't see any movement. As he was telling, he suddenly saw a shadow. Wait a minute. Yes, I see some shadow moving. Immediately the police came and went inside in search of him, and they couldn't find it. Then the DIG, Director General of Police, he was little suspicious, and everybody came out, all the policemen came out, and he suddenly turned and went inside again. And then he looked at the closet, The shoes were pointing in the wrong direction. Generally, you put shoe properly, but it was in the wrong direction. So he immediately opened the door. He's standing there. They caught him. Story is only this much, okay? The same way, this Kamaha, the thief, you have to catch. How? He says, Indriyani Adau Niyamya. First, control your senses. And when the senses are controlled, what happened? The mind also slowly get controlled. You have a weakness for something. So like people who say, I am smoking, I can't give up, Swamiji, what to do? You give up, that is all. Then what happened? Then afterwards you yourself hate that. So one day you just give up, I am not going to take cigarette anymore. That's it. Then don't touch it. So 1 week, it will be a struggle. But slowly, mind accept it. If you have to be firm, that's why willpower has to be there. So any improvement or a growth in life, we have to make an effort. Going with the flow, you don't need any effort. But if you want to go against the current, when you swim against the current, then only you develop muscles, health. But if you are going with the current, then there is nothing to be, no effort is required. You relax, that's all. But especially in spirituality, if you want change, then you have to pay attention to your mind. Mind is the one that entertains all these emotions. So, kamaha, krodhaha, these are all mind. And mind is to be understood that it is not real. We give reality to this mind, we give reality to the emotions, and these emotions are also not permanent. This is temporary. Because yesterday you are angry with that guy, after 24 hours, your anger reduces, isn't it? You start thinking differently. That's why in Ramayana there is a story that Sugriva, after becoming king, Bhagavan made him king. Then he promised, I will go and search for Sitaji. 4 months over, rainy season over, no news about him. So Bhagavan got angry. He said, Lakshmana, go and remind him. That same arrow that I used for killing Bali is still with me. Remind me. But don't do anything. We will do it tomorrow. Any time when we get angry, don't do at that time anything. Don't speak or say or do nothing. Keep it for 24 hours. Even if you want to meet that person and say a few words, give him back. Tit for tat. Postpone it for 24 hours, you see. Next day, I will talk to him. Next day, when you talk, it will be totally different. You calm down. So these are the method. Tutrividham narakasjedam. So it is not that after death you will go to Naraka and suffer. There they will make you what you call Kentucky Fried Chicken and all that. Nothing like that. KFC. Because when you entertain these emotions, that itself is Narakam. When you are angry, you are happy or what? Swami, I am angry, but I am happy. No. You will be unhappy, the most unhappy person. And the damage that is created by you because of anger also, it cannot be retrieved. That is a problem. Of course, in Western culture, sorry, I am sorry. But that is not going to solve the problem. The hurt will be there for life. That's why in Hindi movies and all that, no, badala, That is generations. Or some grandfather insulted his grandfather. Nothing to do with the grandson, but he is taking badala. See, think about it. Oh, it is our own destruction. Nashanam atmanaha. So these are the gateways, highway to hell. Because of desire alone, we become jealous. Now, I am not jealous of President Biden. Why? I have no desire to become president. When you have desire, then only the other person is having it, you will have a desire, jealous. So, the whole problem is kama. So, kama is the only problem. Krodha is a result of kama only. So, priya vishayak kamaha, anishta vishayak krodha. Passion and lust for human beings and greed for inert things. Isn't it? Lobha is for money, isn't it? Which is inert, insentient. Okay. So that is Trividham Narakassedam Dvaram Nasanamatmanaha kama krodhas tatha mohaha tatha lobha tasmat edatrayam tijed. Okay. So when you get this human body, make use of it for gaining total freedom. Otherwise, that's why in Jandunam Narajanma Durlabhamida Pumstam Tato Viprada. Shankaracharya says in Vivek Jvamani Durlabham Trayame Vedat Devanugraha Hetukam Manishyatvam Mumutshutvam Mahapurusha Samsreha. So these three things are Durlabham, very rare. To get a human life, Manishyatvam, that also with the humane qualities, compassion, love, all those qualities, you are endowed with all that. Then Mumutshutvam in mokshome bhuyat iti bhavaha, that may I be liberated. This thought comes, that itself is a blessing. But you may have thought, but you don't have help. Mahapurusha samsaya, you have help also. Atma, satsang. Even though you have all the three, still you don't make use of it. It is a real tragedy. Okay, continuing. Etai vimukta kaunteya
Etairvimukta kaunteya
tamodvaraitribhirnaraha
tamodvaraistribhirnaraha
acharathyatmana shreyaha
acharathyatmana shreyaha
tato yati param gatim.
yati param gatim.
But you know, the beauty of our scriptures is that, you see, in Mahabharata also, you see, we read the story, the character of Dhritarashtra. He, because of his weakness for his son, he knew what he's doing is not right, but still he went ahead, allowed the Mahabharata war to take place. As a result, he suffered his own, all children died. But such a person who is a papi, we may think that he will not get gati, he will not get satgati. But in end of Mahabharata, this one, he also attained mukti. Think about it. So, these Rakshasavrittis and all that, Bhagavan is showing a mirror to us to find out what is your nature. So reflect upon it, but that doesn't mean you should look down upon yourself, please. Don't start thinking, I am useless, ityadi. No. But even then, there is, if you, there's a apichetu duracharaha papepya papakritamaha. 9th chapter Bhagavan said, even if you have got a doctorate in doing papam, once you turn towards me, towards the Lord, once you start practicing this, walking this spiritual path, then Bhagavan will save you. Lord will save you. That is what you see the story of Valmiki. Valmiki was a robber, a dacoit actually. But suddenly, because of satsang of Narada, he realized what mistake he is doing. And immediately turned towards the Lord. And Bhagavan lifted him and made him a rishi, see. So, there is nothing to be, what you call disappointed with that. Don't start cursing yourself. Oh, I have this asuric quality, Swamiji. You told me, thank you very much. Now what to do? Make an attempt to change. That is all. There is no other way, no shortcut. So, evai vimuktaha kaundeya, relieved from the grip of this tamasic tendencies. Dwaram, tamodwaram, Birbhir naraha. These are the three gateways to enter into what? Naraka, hell, kama, krodha, lobha. The root cause is kama. So, but then Bhagavan also said in 7th chapter, Dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi sharadar bharadarshapha. Those desires, because without, see, if you think about it, without desire, nobody can live in this world. So if you say, remove all your desire, means what? Lie down, we'll bury you. Only the death, we can say, I have no desire. Death, but you can say. But until then, when you are living, desire will be there. But there, Bhagavan said that dharma aviruddho bhutos. So that desire which is not opposed to righteousness. Such desires, Bhagavan said, I myself is that desire. So something noble, you want to do some good service to the humanity, serving the humanity, or serving people, Janaseva, Janardana Seva, and desire to develop bhakti, desire to seek this path. So these are all desire only. Without desire, you cannot achieve moksha also. The moksha is also, I want to get moksha, that is also desire. So that desire is not adharma, you see. It is dharma, dharmic. So dharma aviruddho bhutos. So like Valmiki, the attitude should change. Acharatyatmanisrehat tato yati param gatim. So he will start practicing this, and he will attain that supreme good. Now, with this, actually, the 16th chapter is over. Now, Bhagavan is connecting us to the next chapter, actually. So, these two verses are conclusion. Yes shastra vidhi mutsrijya
Yashastra vidhi mutsrijya
vartate kamakarataha
tate kamakarataha
nasa siddhimavapnoti
nasa siddhimavapnoti
nasukham na param gatim
sukham na param gatim
yaha, whoever he be, he who shastra vidhim utsrijya. See, our culture is based on Vedas, Vedic teaching. So, in Vedas, there are two portions. First is called Purva Bhaga, Karma Kanda, and Uttara Bhaga is called Vedanta Upanishads. In Veda Purva Bhaga, there are so many instructions are given, do's and don'ts, vithi nishedha. It is not only Christians have got these 10 commandments, we also have. Nobody has studied it, so therefore we don't know. But it is there. So these do's and don'ts, they are like a standard given to you. How to live. What is brahmacharya dharma? What is grihastha dharma? What is vanaprastha dharma? What is sannyasi dharma? All these things are prescribed there. So, if you want to live a smooth life, if you follow these instructions, you will have a smooth life. So, that is what Shastram Vitim Uttrijya Vartate Kamakaradaha. So, a person who rejects Shastra, the injunction, do's and don'ts, then he live licentiously. Kamakaradaha. Then what happened? Nasa siddhim avapnoti nasukham na param gatim. He will not be gaining anything in this world also. Forget about the param gatim, supreme goal. But he will not achieve anything in this world also. He will be feeling empty. Even though you are enjoying everything, but you feel empty. That emptiness will come. So, Shastra Vidhim Uttrijya. So what is that? Shastra, like you want to go to what you call Montreal. What is that? You use GPS, isn't it? It guides you. If you follow her instruction, you will reach there. So there is a lady who speaks. After 500 meters, you turn right, then left, and stop here. Like this, she tells you. And if you follow her, she is your guru. When you are dying, it's called Guru Parampara System, GPS. So that Guru Parampara you follow, then chances are there you reach the goal. Same way, our scriptures tell us what is right, what is to be done, what is your dharma. As a brahmachari, as a student, your dharma is to study. At that time, don't fall in love with a person and then, getting married and then all kinds of problems nowadays in the society, you see, because they are not following the dharma of a brahmachari student. Single mothers, what kind of problem they have. Then afterwards, they are not interested in getting married also, because the charm is not there. Then as a grihastha, when you enter into grihastha, so karma yoga is the dharma of grihastha. Serving the world, serving the humanity, and serving the Lord with an attitude of yoga. That is grihastha dharma. Karma yoga is the dharma of grihastha. Vanaprastha is after retirement. Now, after retirement means, don't think leaving the house and going to Himalayas and we'll put up a, what you call kutia there and live and all that. And there are people who own guha there now. When I was traveling to India, one American was sitting next to me. I asked, where you are going? I'm going to Himalayas. Where? Do you have a place to live in ashram? No, I have my own gufa. They own guha. Think about it. And it is all well furnished. Think about it. Those days, rishis were living without any furnish and all that. He has got a attached bathroom, bedroom, electricity, everything is there. I hope TV also must be there. I don't know. There is a Wi-Fi. I have no idea. then the whole purpose of retreat is gone. You see. The whole joy of retreat is what? You are cut off from the world, no telephone, no TV. Then you start facing yourself. So, Shastra Vithi and Sannyasa Dharma is Vairagya. So, the retired life, what is there? Vanaprastha, the Dharma is sadhana. More time spent in scriptural study, listening to satsang, and meditation upon your Ishtadevata. This is the Vanaprastha Dharma. Then when you take sannyas, see, should be vairagi, dispassion. So sannyasi, what? So many things, there is he also got so many desires, he also want to fulfill everything. Every devotee come, you say, please bring me this, please bring me this. That is not sannyasa dharma. But nowadays in Kali Yuga, sannyasis are different. They are the most luxurious people now. See, when I was in Rishikesh, that is about 40 years ago, we used to walk from Rishikesh to Haridwar on the banks of the Gangaji. Beautiful walk actually, it's very nice. There we see ashrams are there. So those ashrams are simple looking ashrams. Now after 20 years I went the same path. I thought, old time's sake, let me walk. When I walked, I saw the palaces. All ashrams have become palaces. And all the Swamis are sitting Mahamandaleshwar. Tagda. Healthy, hefty, big paunch and all that. Sitting there. And they don't even move, Everything is automated system. So this is Kali Yuga Mahima, you see. This Kali Yuga Swamis are also. What Vairagya? There is no Vairagya. So sannyasa dharma is jnanam, knowledge, and Vairagya. So he should continuously seek the spiritual path, reflect upon the nature of reality, and live mentally engaged in that particular pursuit. So, yaha shastra vidhimutrija vartate kamakarataha. It's a person who rejects the shastra vidhi. I don't believe in all these things. If you say, it is something like traffic rules. When you are driving on the road, you have to follow the Shastra Vithi, traffic rules. Otherwise, what happened? You are in trouble, others also in trouble. So then what you get? You get punished. The punishment is what? You get ticket, isn't it? So in spiritual life, there is only 5 steps are there. First step is Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga gives you Mala Nivritti, remove impurities of mind. Then second level is Upasana, meditation upon Lord with form, Saguna Upasana. It will remove your vikshepa. Vikshepa means restlessness and extrovertedness. So people ask what to do. This is the remedy. Practice meditation, upasana. Then it will give you that, it will remove your restlessness of mind. And that extroverted nature also will slowly reduce. The third is Vedanta Shravanam. systematic study of our scriptures, it removes ajnanam, ignorance about my own nature. After listening, then you have to do mananam. Mananam, reflection, reflect, because we generally listen, we don't do mananam. That is why the samshaya comes, doubt. So mananam removes all your doubts, samshaya nivritti. The fifth is nididhyasanam, meditation. Meditation is for removing your habits. Because so many habits we have unconsciously developed, consciously, unconsciously developed. That unless those habits are habitual thinking also there, mind picks up. There are certain things, mind, maybe you have thought about it for some time, then left it because of some other diversion. Next day you pick up the same thing from where you left. These are all habits. And those habits have to go. That only method is meditation practice. Habitual thinking, vasanas, fear, insecurities, all these have to go. That is, the only method is meditation practice. So these are the steps to improve ourselves. So asuric tendencies, you understand from the standard Bhagavan has given, and judge yourself where you stand, how many percentage is there. Each one differ. Even if you say it is only one weakness I have, Swamiji, everything else I have given up, that is enough. One weakness is enough to destroy you. So that also you have to handle it. So that is called maturity, and that automatically comes to you if you develop devotion to the Lord. Once you become a devotee of Lord, you totally surrender at His feet. Then you become His. Then whatever happens is His will, His wish. So if this attitude is there, then what happened? That's why Guru Charanam Bhujat Nirbhara Bhaktaha Samsarat Achirat Bhavamuktaha Sendriya Manasa Niyama Devam Drakshasi Nijahutayastam Devam. Shankaracharya writes towards the end of Bhajagovindam, he says, because one person said, Swamiji, whatever that you said, I am not able to do it. The 30 verses are there. He gave instruction. Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam, Govindam, Bhajamudamate. So many instructions were there. One person, after listening everything, he said, I can't do anything. Now Bhagavan said, can you do one thing? Yes. Guru Charanam Bhuja Nirbhara Bhattaha. Develop devotion at the lotus feet of your Guru. That will take you away from this samsara. And Sendriya Manasa Niyama Devam, all the discipline will come to you automatically. Drakshasi Nija Hridayastham Devam. See, that one verse itself, Bhagavan says everything. And as a result, what happened? That Lord who is residing in you as your own Antaratma will reveal to you. So, bhakti is the best method, easiest method. And how to develop bhakti? Read Ramayana, Bhagavatam. Not one time, many times. Until you develop bhakti for Bhagavan. That melt the ego. This ego is to be melted, dissolved. That ego gets dissolved only in that beautiful emotion called love for Lord. Now the last verse, Tasma Shastram Pramanam Te
Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te
Karya Karya Vyavastitau
Karya Karya Vyavasthitau
Jnatva Shastra Vidhanuktam
Yatva Shastra Vidhanuktam
Karma Kartumiharhasi.
Karma Kartumiharhasi.
So, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te. So therefore, the Shastra shall be your guide. Follow the Shastra. So if you cannot read Vedas, etc., read Bhagavad Gita. That is enough. If that also you feel very difficult, then Ramayana. Bhagavan is Ramchandraji demonstrate how to practice dharma. So Ramaha Vigrahavan Dharma is an embodiment of dharma, relationship, and what is your attitude towards life. All these things he demonstrated. The subtle sentiments are also you can see in that. So Ramayana or Bhagavatam, Bhagavan Vishnu's story, there also you will get lot of teaching. So our Vyasa Bhagavan has done a good job for all of us because he knew people cannot directly go to Vedas. So he has simplified it and made it into story form. So that becomes your Karya Vyavasthitau. What is to be done, what is not to be done. Let this become a standard for you. Measuring rod. It is something like, suppose you are making a toy, you don't need much knowledge. But supposing you are making a machinery, then you need more knowledge. Supposing you are making a bomb, then instructions to be followed strictly. Isn't it? Otherwise, what happened? You don't get a chance to say sorry. Same way, this missionary that is given to us by the Lord as a gift, our body, mind, intellect, equipment, it is very sophisticated, highly sophisticated. Even medical science has not explored everything. Still, they are searching. So that highly sensitive equipment, how to make use of, how to get the best out of it. Bhagavan has given the manual, how to operate it. But because of our ignorance, we fail to use it, make use of it. Therefore, Bhagavan here says, Tasma Shastram Pramanante Karya Karya Vyavasthitau Jnatva Shastra Vidhanoktam Karma Kartum Iha Arhasi. So, knowing the instruction written, prescribed by the Shastra, may you perform all activities in the world. Follow the Shastra. Now Arjuna will ask the question. Suppose a person doesn't know what is Shastra. That is the next chapter. So thus we complete this Srimad Mahabharate Shatasahasram Samhidayam Vaiyasikyam Bhishma Parvane Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishnarjuna Samvade Devasura Sampat Vibhaga Yogo Nama Shodashodhyayaha. We read the first verse again one more time to remind us that we will go through the book again. It is not that 16th chapter also over. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha
Abhayam Sattvasam Shuddhihi
Abhayam Sattvasam Shuddhihi
Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi
Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi
Dhanam Damascha Yajñascha
Dhanam Damascha Yajñascha
Swadhyayastapa Arjavam.
Svadhyayastapa Arjavam.
Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you very much for listening, giving this opportunity to talk to you in person.
Hari Om. So I learned something more today. Never give a Swami homework. I tell you. Ulta ho gaya. Swami ji ulta homework hame de diya. Now we have to do this homework. We have to follow the Shastras to try to give up some of these tendencies. But there's one good thing though. We have 1 full year to do this homework. Swamiji will be here next year this time. By that time, he will be taking a test. So we have to be ready. I was hoping the Swamiji will wave a magic wand and this will be all gone. But no, it didn't happen like that. So we have to do the work. We have to attend study classes so that we can understand more and more of how we can follow the Shastras to improve our tendencies. I hope everyone enjoyed this series of lectures by Swami Shantananda. And next year, chapter 17. So please offer Guru Dakshina to Swamiji. If you can come from the right side and offer Guru Dakshina and take prasad from Swamiji. Thank you.